Hey guys, guess what? The second trailer for Godzilla King of the Monsters is finally up, and because, I really want to see this trailer, I'm not going to do a long intro, so let's watch this fucking trailer.
Hello? Is anyone there? I'm trying to reach.
Jesus.
That was me all morning with anticipation, by the way. Give it to me. Oh.
What the
What is
fuck?
that?
We believe that these titans are just the tip of the iceberg.
Jesus. Is that Anguirus or something? I don't even know.
Which of these titans are here to protect us?
Oh.
And which of these titans are here to threaten us?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes!
So you'd want to make Godzilla our pet?
No. We will be his.
Holy shit.
You sure he's gonna be okay? They're everywhere. Oh my god. Oh, there she is. Oh god. Oh god, he's huge.
You gotta be kidding.
Oh, she looks awesome. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah! Get it, son!
Did you just jizz in your pants?
That's what I'm talking about!
Jesus.
You see that shit? That's what I'm fucking talking about!
Do you need to go change yourself?
Composure. Hashtag composure. No, okay, so for those of you who might be new to this channel, we're a little partial to these kinds of movies. By partial, I mean kaiju films, specifically Godzilla. So usually when we do these reactions, we're looking forward to it. A lot of big blockbuster movies, we're always like, wow, that looks great. Wow. But this one, at least for me anyway, is a bit more of a milestone film, if you will. So definitely gave us a lot more.
Ironically, Rodan got the most screen time.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm actually.
I mean, he looks badass, but it's just kind of funny.
I mean, yeah, Godzilla probably got the. Well, I'd say Mothra got the least amount, but we got that really good shot of her.
Whatever came out of the fucking rocks, the spider crab leg thing. What?
Well, that was what I was.
There's
wondering.
like two different things. I'm assuming.
Well, I had heard talk that these four were not going to be the only Titans we see in the movie. Those are like the four kind of main ones, or at least the four licensed ones they have. But that's not to say that there's not going to be others.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know unless that was a part of King of the. I don't know. But yeah, no. So like that first trailer we saw from San Diego Comic-Con, it was very much a very big and kind of very beautiful. It was meant to just kind of just wow people.
Striking.
Yeah. It was like what I always call the Brachiosaur walking through the field moment
Yeah.
from Jurassic Park, where it's just ooh and ah. But then I remember the scene in The Lost World where Malcolm's always like ooh ah. That's how it always starts. But later comes running and screaming, and that's kind of what this trailer is. It's like the kaiju are here. They're so beautiful. And once you get over that, you realize, oh shit, the kaiju are here.
Yeah.
We're all gonna fucking die.
And apparently, there's way more.
Yeah, well, I know for Godzilla vs. Kong, not to jump top, but they did say in that film it's going to be a world that's overrun by monsters. So it stands to reason that we're going to see others kind of emerge. But again, Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Rodan, Moth, those are kind of like the classics, so they're going to be kind of...
Get
King Ghidorah looks fucking.
looks so cool. That shot worker's like.
Yes, that was the noise he made.
Yes, that was my noise.
That's gonna be the ADR line in the movie. We're gonna be like,
Yeah.
that's
all
what they
through
went
head,
with.
but it's the same line on repeat. So
Yeah,
it's
they're-
like,
We're like,
Okay,
well,
anyways.
okay, something had to give, I guess. But no, one of the things I like too is that with his design, and one of the things I was always kind of, we both were, say, okay, how are they going to kind of translate Ghidorah's anatomy? Because you can see he was very much in the older films, they had to use tokusatsu special effects.
Wow, limited.
Limited. That's how.
I'm tired. Limited by his,
This trailer ended up
proportions.
stupid.
Yes.
This trailer has made us mentally limited now. That's not a jab at anything, so please don't infer. But no, it's like, he was, tokusatsu is a reference to like kind of using like suitimation, so they had to put an actor in a suit, or even puppeteer work to some degree. So how do you translate that to now an animal that is not bound by an actor in a suit, but still has to adhere to some of the same physicality as the original design? And I basically always said he's kind of, almost picture him a little bit more like Smaug a little bit from The Hobbit, but now with like 3 heads and the ability to kind of rear up on its hind legs more. And that seemed like exactly what they did in this trailer. It's like this film is like they kind of captured the same classic design, but kind of now made it more, designed the biology more as something that would look natural as opposed to being just a guy stuck in a suit, which is, the best they could do. And that was one of the most impressive suits they ever built was King Ghidorah, because of all the wire work they had to do for his heads and the necks and the tails.
Yeah.
So now to kind of see
Does
that.
he still have 2 tails? I couldn't actually tell.
I'm pretty sure he did, yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming he would. I don't
Yeah,
know
he
why
does, because I
changed
remember
it.
the SH Monster Arch toy they released
okay.
at Tokyo Comic Con, they showed. He pretty much has the same silhouette as the classic
Yeah.
Ghidorah, just now they've kind of rendered the biology.
A little more realistic.
Yeah, something like that.
Realistic dragon.
Realistic dragon, as opposed to the non-realistic dragons that, Hollywood does so often these days. It's really great to see that they're sticking close to science now. Rodan looks good. Rodan probably looks in a lot of ways the closest to his original design, but his design was always kind of what it is. Like, there's really not much you can really tweak Rodan's design without completely changing what he looks like.
Yeah.
So he's the least shocking in terms of his appearance. I'm more or less curious to see his characterization in the movie.
Yeah.
Mothra probably is the biggest departure for design. Still looks like
She's
Mothra.
more like angular, I guess. Is that the right word?
Yeah, like a lot of
Yeah, like
more
her
hard
legs are
featured,
longer, and she's got like that. Like she
Like-
always had that, but now they're like way
big
longer.
like praying mantis, almost like, which
Yeah.
makes sense that she's going to be fighting. But that was the thing when Mothra would always fight. She really couldn't.
Yeah.
Like, she would kind of land on you with her little legs, and that would be it. So I like how now it looks like she can kind of get in there and do more. A lot of her features actually remind me a little bit more of the later design from the Rebirth of Mothra trilogy, where she would kind of have, like Super Saiyan level up, and her body would get more like, battle hardened. So, which, Michael Dougherty's a big Godzilla and Kaiju fan, so something tells me he's seen those movies. Godzilla, a few minor tweaks they've done to him, which he's even come out and said, like the spines, he's based them more off the 54 design. He's made the feet a bit more pronounced or defined, whereas in 2014 they were much more kind of stumpy and elephant-like.
Yeah.
Here they've kind of it still looks like the same Godzilla, but it's a bit more.
How much time is supposed to have passed? I wonder. Have they released it?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be real time. Like it's been it'll be 5 years between the movies, so I kind of feel like it'll be about the same amount of time.
He got some work done.
Some work done.
Some minor,
Yeah, he made some money off that first movie. It's like, he went in and got a little work today. I'm working in Hollywood now, so I gotta, take a little something.
But yeah, the fucking spider-leg thing, and again, that thing that was rising out of the ground almost looked like it could be our Anguirus. It was kind of dome shaped. We're gonna have to.
I don't know.
Again,
It might have been one of the. It might not have been a new. It might be one of the ones we see. It's just how they're introducing one. It's hard to say, but I do know they said there will be other kaiju in this movie.
I hope it's not a spider thing. The one that had like the crab spider legs.
Kumonga.
Yeah, I don't want that.
You don't want that?
I don't want a realistic giant Kumonga.
A giant tarantula.
No.
But yeah, no, and I like the story beats that we got in this film too, where they're basically talking about like I don't know if they
Trailer. In this film.
Oh yeah, well, the story beats of the film in the trailer, and I like how they're kind of talking about like trying to harness Godzilla's power. And I know that was yeah. Well, I know that was part of a plot synopsis that leaked initially, even before Comic-Con, and some people were kind of nervous about that, saying, "Wait a minute, are you basically just gonna be able to just remote control the kaiju now and just kind of defeat. Godzilla will still look cool, but he'll lose his mystique if we can just kind of remote control
Instead of
Jaeger.
drones.
Yeah, but they're basically like how Ken Watanabe even said though, like, yeah, no, he won't be our pet, we'll be his. Like, we're essentially working for him. We're making a deal with him.
Yeah.
It's in his best interest to kind of help us, but it's not like he's helping us. We're basically just saying, listen, if you help us with this, we'll kind of stand out of your way, because ultimately, like, this is his world. So I'm wondering if that's going to play into a little bit of why Godzilla and Kong might face off. Like, I'm wondering if someone's going to either try to control Godzilla and turn him into like a wrecking ball, or maybe someone tries to use that technology to try to. Now we gotta, like, if Godzilla helps bring about, the end of the apocalypse, it's like, okay, but now we have Godzilla, so now we gotta get rid of Godzilla. Okay, let's mind control Kong and try to use it. I don't know. This trailer raised a lot of questions that I'm excited for, because there's a lot of story beats that we've seen introduced in a lot of the classic Godzilla films. I mean, it's not the first time someone's tried to control Godzilla. In '89, they had psychics try to, veer him off course, this mind, were unable to do so because his will is just so great. So it's kind of cool that we're seeing a lot of these little, like bits and pieces from various continuities and various bits of Godzilla's mythology kind of being put into a big budget mainstream Hollywood movie, where it's going to be so weird sitting with an audience who, for a lot of them, might be the first time they've ever seen a Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
And they're not just saying a Godzilla movie, because as much as I enjoyed 2014, I know you did too. It played it really safe in terms of mythology. It didn't dive too deep into Godzilla's lore.
Yeah.
It was more or less just what Godzilla looks like and just kind of what he does. But I like how we're getting a Godzilla movie now that is going to be diving into all the varying mythologies of Godzilla. So if you're new to Godzilla and you go and see this movie, and then you go back and start watching the other films, you won't feel completely as alienated.
Yeah.
You won't feel like, well, this feels completely different than what I just saw. You'll see, oh, that's where they got that from, or oh, that's where that stems from. Whereas I feel like 2014, good of a movie as I thought it was, if you're not familiar with Godzilla beyond that, you might watch that movie and think, oh, that's really good, and then you go watch, Godzilla versus Bylante and be like, what? So, I don't know, I think it's really cool. Visually, it looks amazing. Michael Dougherty, I think, has, probably after Guillermo del Toro, has probably in my opinion, one of the most distinctive styles, and has kind of, cut his teeth on genre filmmaking, and this is like his first, I think, the largest budgeted film he's ever done. He's done Krampus, Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
But he's got a very distinctive visual style, which lends which lends itself really well to like these kinds of movies. When I heard that he was tapped to write and direct this film, I was like, okay, good. That's a guy who can not just, I think, deliver a good movie, but make it look like something special. It's not going to just look like another big blockbuster movie.
Yeah.
It's going to look special. And this movie looks really special and really cool. So I don't know. I could gush and gush about this forever. I would have been.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to go and watch this a lot more.
A lot more, yeah. But anyway, what did you guys think? If you guys are familiar with Godzilla, you know the franchise, you know the mythology, you know the character. Are you guys excited for this? Are you looking forward to this? Did you like this trailer? Did this trailer just kind of, just elevate the hype that the first one did? If you are not familiar with Godzilla, maybe you just know the name, kind of the general iconography, but as a whole, you don't watch Godzilla movies. What'd you think of this trailer? Does this get you interested? I mean, does it get you excited for it?
How could it not?
I mean, yeah, but if you know nothing about this franchise, I guess, does this maybe at least get you peaked saying, well, I'm not saying I'm going to do a deep dive of Godzilla, but I'll go watch this movie maybe and just kind of see what I think about it. Either way, give us some of your thoughts. Let us know. If you're new to this channel and you like kaiju stuff, you come to the right place. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.